This week.
This week is the week of PSVR1 remasters, starting with the free upgrade to PixelRip 1995. Developers are touting higher frame rates, better resolution, headset rumble, and adaptive trigger support when this HD remaster hits PSVR2, October 3rd. PlayStation VR1 owners unfortunately didn't get all of the Waltz of the Wizard updates that other versions received, but luckily the full experience is finally PlayStation bound, because Waltz of the Wizard is hitting PSVR2 this week, with voice recognition, eye-tracking interactions, dozens of unique haptic effects, and even asymmetrical co-op. There doesn't seem to be an upgrade path for this new version, however, making it a little less exciting than the other two offerings this week.
Our records indicate this site was abandoned in a hurry.
The remaster we're most excited about this week, however, would have to be Vertical Robot's Red Matter 1. Their technical wizardry on the PlayStation VR2 version of Red Matter 2 made them a household name, and it looks like Red Matter 1 is getting a similar treatment. It'll be running at 90 FPS with no reprojection, 4K textures, foveated rendering, and revamped controls for our new headset. And yes, the update will be free if you own it on PSVR1.
Something's not right. There's a lot of interference down there. Epsilon, do you copy? Epsilon!
It's my way to live. It's my way to die.
But it's not all PSVR1 remasters this week, as Fast Travel Games and Windswept Interactive are releasing roguelite space adventure Ghost Signal, a Stellaris game. You'll battle a multitude of alien species, partake in dynamic space wars, encounter planet-sized creatures, gather valuable loot to conduct research, and more. No journey is ever the same.
Catching up to you now. Get down!
But I am convinced that we can pull it back from the brink.
Based on the Isaac Asimov series of books, Journey to Foundation promises freedom to take down each situation however you want, with diplomacy and stealth, or a more direct approach. In this week, developer Archaeact finally revealed an October 26th release date, putting it right in the midst of the craziest release schedule that we've had since launch.
Your metallic abilities may be the only thing that can get you out of there alive. Sear their minds. Right, we don't explode!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Every dimension.
Looking a lot like the original Crisis Brigade, but with much busier backgrounds. Cover shooter Heroes of Forever features a single-player story campaign, the ability to play with other gamers online, all with online leaderboards to show off your score. The simple graphics of Heroes of Forever will make it divisive amongst VR gamers, but hopefully the gameplay delivers when it hits PSVR2 next year.
Needs a hero.
Set out on an adventure through more than 50 Lemmings-like puzzles, which constantly evolve as you progress. Uncover new routes to your destination each time you play, with multiple ways to solve the intricate puzzles. The PSVR2 patch for Tin Hearts is said to be coming soon, but there's a free demo hitting the PlayStation Store November 2nd.
Snake Eyes has betrayed our clan. I need you to take care of him before word gets out. I'm counting on you.
The developers are describing Tiger Blade as slash and dash, where you use your sword to slash an enemy or /friendly part of the environment, and then you auto-dash to the next point of action. And this week, Tiger Blade got a November 17th release date, so it's only about a month and a half away. I've still got mixed thoughts on this one based on the trailers, but hey, it could end up being really fun.
But the last person went missing and...
Well, fancy seeing you here.
With a healthy mix of bar fight melee and shoot 'em up gameplay mechanics, the FOGLANDS uses the best of the PSVR2 eye tracking and precision latency to deliver a mix of fist fighting, gunslinging, and aim-assisted throwing. There's a lot more to the FOGLANDS than meets the eye, so stay tuned for a developer interview on the channel later this week while we wait for the newly announced October 31st release date.
Howdy, partner.
First announced for PSVR1, then quietly swept under the rug, with an announcement that it'd be there for the PSVR2 launch, followed up by 8 months of radio silence, Shell Games finally re-revealed Among Us VR for PlayStation VR2 this week. So when is it coming? All the trailer says it's coming soon, so yeah. If they treat this one like they treated Until You Fall on PSVR1, expect it to launch sometime late in October, with about 15 other games. HELLSWEEPER didn't have the greatest launch when it hit PSVR2 last week, with environments rendering at pretty much inexcusable resolutions. But our hats go off to developer Mixed Realms, who pushed out a patch this week that got the game to a much more acceptable state. They're still promising more graphical improvements later this year and early next year, but this is a great step in the right direction. We talk a lot about Galaxy KART here on the channel, but this week finally marks 2 worthy additions coming to the PSVR2 version. First is an update that brings with it 2 new tracks and in-game voice chat, and second is the free demo, which shockingly allows you to play on any track when playing against owners of the full game. That's pretty cool. Sony fired off a new promotional video for PlayStation VR2 this week with a new tagline, "Find Your Next Reality." But the most interesting part of this video was the first official reveal of Project WINGMAN, now with the subtitle Frontline 59. We've heard there's brand new missions, plenty of PSVR2 specific features, and best of all, it's going to be releasing very, very soon. Stay tuned for more information as we get it.
My aim is true. Taste my steel.
Every week, our good friend Professor Lilith organizes a multiplayer meetup over on our Discord. It happens every Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern, and this week we'll be playing 4-player turn-based dungeon crawler DEMEO. If you can't make this week's meetup, don't worry, it happens every Sunday at the same time. So make sure you click the link in the description below. Come join our Discord.
I summon fire!
This week.